before soaps were really always thought of as middle-aged women's delight.
Me and my mum were massive Brookie fans, and has been for years, all through my teens. So and everyone at my school was big Brookie fans as well. We all used to go into school and do like fake Liverpool accents and go in, pretend we were Scouts, because everyone was really into Brookie.
And Liverpool's, you know, shot so beautifully and looks really nice, and I think it was really good for the city. I think it's a really good testament to the city. I think it'll always stand as that.
I think it'll be remembered as kind of the soap that did every storyline first, really, and did it, just did it in a way that no one else has ever done storylines.
I think we're part of television history, even if it's only in a small way, and that's quite nice.
It was just one guy. I'd walked past him and he stopped me and said, "Hey, you were in Brookie, weren't you?" And I was kind of dead shocked, but you don't think that people are going to notice after one ad. The story maybe that had the most impact, I think, that people kind of, you judge it by people in the street, probably would have been the Jenny one, the stalking teacher.
Oh, this is weird. This is on my key. That's my wedding ring. I keep it on the bedside table. I didn't even notice it had gone missing. That's my shirt. This looks like my old toothbrush. I threw it away ages ago. This looks like the sort of razor I would use.
You reckon this is your rubbish?
That's it, she's off the cake. I think that really kind of took off, and what surprised, and in the ways that guys would come up to me and say they'd had similar things happen, not to that degree, but in a way that, and you could look in their eyes and think, "Oh, just making that up," you know what I mean? It's obviously struck a chord.
Now look, Jenny, this is my home, and I want you and your stuff out of here by the time I get back tonight.
Don't go, Mick.
I'm going. Goodbye, Jenny.
Please. Please, Mick. Don't go!
So that was probably the storyline that probably had the most kind of impact in terms of my character.
Leave it!
All right.
Let it ring.
It's all right. Go easy.
Sit down. Don't move.
All right, I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. You're not going anywhere.
I used to play... That sounds a very strange thing to say now. I used to play Jimmy Corkhill. I remember the fantastic scene where we did in the car where Jimmy had just taken a snort of the cocaine, and then he looks up and he looks into the rear-view mirror and you just see his eyes and you know what's going on in his head. And I remember going to the set, or being taken to the set, because we were out on location, and there was the car, the wedding car, and it crashed into a sandstone wall, and there was smoke coming from the bonnet or whatever. I said, "That looks fantastic." I said, "Well, how did you get permission to do that to that wall?" They went, "No, that's a false wall." It was all polystyrene, but it looked so real and effective.
Frank, you're a very good driver and everything, but I think we better get back. Come on.
All right, love. Nearly there. Na, 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 na.
It was quite extraordinary because I'd have people stopping me in the street saying, "It's terrible what you've done, but just get off those drugs. We want the old Jimmy back." I was going, "Yeah, but he's killed 2 people." "No, it's all right. We don't. Just get off those drugs. We just want Jimmy, our Jimmy." It was bizarre.
Look at that idiot. What's he doing? I think he's been drinking. Frank!
affair with the priest by then. Beth moved into the close, and Beth and Margaret became friends, didn't they?
I'm glad we talked. It's good we can be really honest with each other. Well, that's the way it should be.
Why don't you stay here again tonight?
No, it wouldn't be right.
Why not?
Well, if you want me to be totally honest, I wouldn't feel content staying in the spare room. What do you mean?
We became friends, and I think, you know, eventually Beth confided in Margaret about her dad abusing her, and they became very, very close. And it all got a bit confused, and they started exploring another side of their sexuality.
You know how I feel about you. It doesn't just end with me finding you attractive, liking your personality. I fancy you in the same way I fancy Peter Harrison. I want to kiss you the way I kissed him. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I've said too much and I've spoiled everything. How could you possibly stay friends with me now?
They had a lot of bad jumpers. I remember a lot of bad jumpers that we wore.
Well, we haven't been struck by lightning yet.
For Beth, it was something that that stayed with her, and for Margaret, it was a bit of an experiment that she decided not to stay with.